I count slowly, slowly, slowly getting faster. Once I start counting, it's very hard to stop. Hey, faster, faster, it is so exciting. I could count forever, count until I drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I love counting whatever the amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, hey, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, that's it.
Good morning, Possums, and welcome to the Week 13 recap as we go into Week 14, which is our last week of the regular season. At the moment, in the Diamonds division, your beloved commissioner is a lock for one of the playoff spots. Sean and Barry are both still in the running to have the other spot in Diamonds, though Barry would need a lot of help. In the Spades division, Mr. Collins is a lock for one of the playoff spots. Mr. Benjamin, or Bye-Bye Benjamins, and Bob, Aaron, and Randy are also in the running for the second slot in the Spades division, though Aaron and Randy are going to need some significant help to get in there. Playoff spots will be locked up next week. To remind y'all guys, we do take the top 2 league owners in each division. By the way, ESPN's playoff projection bracket does not take into account the division logic. It should correct itself after next week's playoffs. If not, we'll override it. As a reminder as well, any tiebreakers for seeding are broken by total points for. And with that, let's go on to the Week 13 recap. Sean is still leading most total points with 1,589.9. For someone to knock Sean out of that, they're going to have to score more than about 55 points. 55 points more than Sean does this coming week. Barry, Bob, and your beloved commissioner all have an opportunity to do that, though that may be a fairly tall order. In points against, bring out your best. Mr. Linville still has a codlock on that metric with 1,622 points scored against him. He is pretty much a lock for this category. In order for someone to unseat him next week, they're going to have to outpace Dustin's opponent by about 110 points. That would be either Eminem or Bob if that would occur. The highest single weekly score, the highest score in Week 13 was by your beloved commissioner at 143.6, which was still 41 points off the high set by Sean in weeks number 8. This is our last week coming up in Week 14 for someone to try to bust that record. Last man standing late. Congratulations to our league member Barry, who held on to outlast Eminem for the last man standing late. Eminem, sorry for your luck to get beat in a heads-up match with 138.6 points yourself. Barry beat you out by about 3 points. And if I'm not mistaken, Barry, this is the first secondary prize pool you have won since we've been doing it. So congratulations. Glad to see you get even. Worst first round pick. The commissioners definitely still locked for that. With Mr. Johnson being out, there's been no movement in the Berry Prize. So, as we go into week 14, next week we will be awarding most total points. We will be awarding high single weekly score. Bring out your best. Worst first round pick. Awarded this week new was Last Man Standing for Barry at $58. All right, guys, don't, particularly those of you that aren't in the running for a playoff spot, let me remind you that everybody plays in the playoffs. You play for your seeding and your final rank for this year's competition. Let me remind you that the loser of the overall 10th place member, as your beloved commissioner was last year, has the responsibility to buy the draft board and kit for next year. So don't stop actively managing your rosters is what I guess I'm trying to say. I will also note that I sent out an invitation to several folks yesterday. We will run Bowl Mania under the Plastered Possums League. If you'd like to participate, it's $15 per entry. You can enter up to 2 times. Assuming I have enough people enter that want to play to make it worthwhile, we will run that. So if you didn't get the email or you didn't get the note, let me know. You are more than welcome to forward that to anyone that you would like. All right, guys, that's it for this week. I'm glad to see that the logical and moral outcome of Alabama once again being in the college football playoff has occurred. I hate that we had to have so much help to get there, but it is awful nice to give such a red ass to the Ohio State fans. Guys, have a great week. I hope to see y'all this weekend at Capone's. Roll Tide.